No fours can have opinions. Look at every president we've had.
Yeah. Yeah, man. It took me an hour and a half to get here.
Dude, that's fucking nuts.
I'm stressed.
Yeah.
I'm burnt out.
Ugh, I know.
I can't feel. I can't feel anything. I know. I need this vacation so bad.
Yeah.
I'm going to Austin for 10 days at the end of this week, and
so
I need it. I really need it. Yeah.
I'm also glad. I know when you were talking about it, you were like, "Oh, I might have a staycation." I'm glad you're going away. It'll be so much easier to have like an actual relaxing time.
You can't relax when you stay here.
Yeah.
Because I know what's going on right outside of my apartment.
Yeah.
Every day.
Yeah. And it's easy to like overload yourself with like friends you haven't seen in a while.
Yeah.
And like overload
and then
your
start
schedule.
committing to projects anyway. And it's like, okay.
And it's not like a real relaxation.
Plus, even if I did none of that and I did a staycation and I like avoided all that stuff, it's still on my mind because there's so many associations here to all the stuff that I do.
Yeah.
So I would just be like feeling like a habit in my brain of being like, normally I would be doing this. Normally I would be doing this.
Oh my God, totally.
Yeah.
I got to do that next year. I can't believe, dude, you know what you know what I was thinking about? Next year, we should commit to actually doing a tour.
Oh, yeah.
Like,
yeah, for sure.
We should do like a few weekends where we do like worthless clown stuff.
Yeah. Oh yeah. If you're in Austin. Oh, this will be released after. Damn it. If you're in Austin, maybe you got to see me one night.
Yeah.
I'm doing a bunch of shows too.
Instagram.
Yeah, I'll post on the Instagram. Yeah.
Hell yeah, dude.
I never think to advertise where we're gonna be.
Yeah, me neither. I always get like messages after I'm like in Boston or after we were in Boston, after we were in Cleveland. I always get messages being like, "Oh, when are you guys in Boston?" I'm like, "Oh, sorry, I'll let you know next time."
Dang it. We should let them know our release schedule so that they can oh, that doesn't make sense either. Never mind.
So they can anticipate.
I just got here. I've been on a bus for an hour and a half.
They can anticipate getting the information.
The outdated information.
Hey, in 8 weeks, we're going to talk about Brittany going to Austin 7 weeks ago.
Yeah. Man, it's like one of my favorite David Cross sketches ever.
Which one is that?
If you haven't seen this, I'll have to send it to you after this. I'll try and explain it. It's so bizarre. But like the sketch is like David Cross has a show, right? Like a daytime talk show type of thing.
Mm-hmm. Is it Mr. Show or is it just David Cross?
I think it's from Mr. Show. Mm-hmm. So on every episode of this, in the sketch, he's on a show, a daytime show, right?
Yeah.
On every episode of the show, it's a different topic. So like one show would be, the topic is elderly. And people can call in and it like say what they think about the elderly or whatever the topic is. But the show is filmed a week in advance. But it's a live the call-ins are live.
Oh, so he can't like react live to them?
And nobody understands. So like he'll be on a show where now he's talking about the police. But then every call he gets is asking about the elderly.
Yeah. Oh, I see.
And it just shows him getting like pissed over and over because people don't understand that they're supposed to ask a different question.
Yeah.
Because of how it's set up. And it goes on for like, it's like 10 minutes of this. Yeah. And eventually it shows him like showing a TV episode from last week and being like, you should have called in on that. And then it repeats like it's like an endless like TV thing.
Yeah.
You know? Where it's like showing him, showing TV, showing how you should have called in a week before. It's such a good sketch.
It just becomes yelling. It just becomes yelling at the people who are calling. It
becomes him yelling and shaking a TV where he was talking about the elderly before.
Yeah.
It's so good. Anyway, that's how we want you to listen to this pod.
Yeah, so I guess figure it out. I don't know.
We're changing things up. We're going to change things up to make it more confusing for you.
Yeah. To make it even harder to engage.
I just want David Cross to listen. That's why we're going to do it.
I know, dude. I know. I want him to listen so bad.
Yeah. Anyway,
Well, welcome to Worthless
Welcome
Clowns.
to Worthless Clowns. Oh, we got there quick.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
I think we both had the same idea.
Yeah, getting in quick.
Yeah,
I was like, if we start talking about something else, we're gonna be doing it for 15 minutes.
I don't know when that started, but we started getting the habit of that.
Yeah, I know, because we're like,
No intro.
yeah, I know. We're like, we gotta build momentum. The one that I just edited today, which is coming out tomorrow, in whatever time you want it to be.
If you want to ask about the podcast that's coming out tomorrow, you got to call in. You should have called in today. You should be calling right now.
You should be calling right now about the podcast that we're talking about right now. What was I going to say? Oh, yeah. Like, I was editing a pod today, and we don't even get into the intro until 8 minutes in.
Oh, yeah. And then we do the bit about how we're having problems.
Yeah.
Anyway, welcome to Worthless Clowns,
Yeah.
podcast about how stupid we all are. I'm Brittany Cardwell, Bertones Cardwell on Instagram.
And I'm Allie O'Neill. You can follow me on Instagram at It's Allie O'Neill. And you should follow our Instagram for the podcast, Worthless Clowns.
You get to see Allie with her crest strip white strips. Crest white strips on.
White.
Sorry, I've had a weird day.
I know.
My words aren't lining up.
And look us up on YouTube. You should rate and follow and subscribe and comment on everything, please.
Like.
We want it so bad. Also, guys, should we start a Patreon?
Yeah.
Would you pay for a Patreon? I know that
Connor's clapping in the
Connor,
back.
our producer, is
Well,
clapping.
we're getting a lot of comments about how we need to start one.
I know, yeah. I'm just wondering, like, what kind of content we would even do on there.
I know. Well, we'll think of some stuff.
Yeah, what do you guys want to hear? Tell us what you want to hear.
Write in.
Write in, tell us what you want to...
Also, if you want us to just share your stupid story on the pod, write us an email with the story.
Yeah.
Write us a DM on Instagram.
You can
leave us a
record
voice message.
voice memo and send it via email or leave it on our fucking Instagram.
Yeah.
It would be fantastic. We'd love to, like, play it on the pod if you guys want. And we'll send
If you want to complain there, too, instead of as feedback,
yeah,
you can just do it to us. We would like
Dude,
that.
I would love if somebody hated this podcast and then left us a voice memo about how much they hated it.
Same. That'd be great.
People are always like, not funny, worthless clowns, apt description.
Oh, two ladies drinking beer? No thanks. We got that one time.
The Bechdel test is made up.
These ladies are fours, so they can't speak.
About anything.
They can't know or think.
No fours can have opinions. Look at every president we've had.
Yeah.
Are you fucking kidding me? Fours can't have opinions now. We're fours and we're proud. Oh my God. How are you?
Good. Should we talk about Eat?
We should talk about
We saw
Eat.
that band again that we've talked about on this pod called Eat.
Yeah.
They're really fun. If you're ever here, you should come see them.
Yeah, they're great.
Yeah.
So the last time we saw them at Lucky 13 Saloon, where they had like a projector in the back and they had all these like cool visuals.
Yeah.
Which is kind of what pulled us in. And then we saw them at Bushwick Public House with no visuals, and they were just as good.
They were just as fun.
Yeah, they're
really fun to watch. The things I wrote down on my way here, I was like, oh yeah, we saw Eat. I forgot. And I had written down that they had a song called, I don't know what it's called, but it sounded like they were going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Oh yeah, I know. And
So I was like, now I'm even fully,
Brittany's
I'm more
like,
in.
They get me.
I love counting.
Brittany loves counting.
And I looked at Allie when it was being sung, and I was like, they're counting to 8.
I know.
They're counting to 8.
As soon as he counted, both of us were like, we're like counting. If anybody else was watching us, they would have been like, what the hell? Why are these two ladies getting so excited about counting? We're like, we know this one.
That is what's good about it.
Yeah.
5, 10, 15, 20.
I know, yeah.
Comfortable now. I should have done that on the bus.
I was literally about to be like, did you do that while you were waiting for the bus to calm yourself
No,
down?
I just had my thoughts all scrambling around in my mind. And I was like, stop! They wouldn't stop.
Oh, God.
Ugh.
Man.
And thrown in there, yeah.
Yeah. You should remember the counting.
I should.
So the piece of shits don't get in.
I don't think it works. It's too easy. Maybe that's what I did when I was a kid and it was easier to block.
Yeah.
You
Because
know?
your problems were like, these toys aren't in line.
Yeah. These horses aren't speaking.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, and then another thing. Remember when it was the opening band? I don't know what they're called. But at some point, I think it was the drummer.
Oh, the guy with the guy who he was bald on top.
Yeah.
And then he had like long, like frizzy black hair coming from the sides.
Yeah.
And he
leather jacket.
Loved talking.
Oh, and so at one point remember this? Sorry, I'm burping right now. Not this. During like an interlude, I guess he was hitting the drums as he did this with the wording, but he just went, "Why?
Yeah.
Why? 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 Why?" And then he lifted up his t-shirt.
Yeah.
And he pointed at a question mark tattoo.
Like a huge question mark tattoo on his shoulder. And then he was like, "Why?" Dude, and then there was like one thing, it was in that song, I think, where he's like, "That's what I'm always asking the liberals." He had like some weird, vague political opinion about the word "why." I don't know. It was so ridiculous, man. It was so good. I loved that guy.
I love that guy too. And then he was like a character to watch even after he was off. He was in the audience for a while and standing near us, and I don't know. I just liked watching him.
Also, he had so much life behind the drum set. Right?
Yeah.
And then when sometimes somebody stands up and they walk around and you're like, "That's an old man."
Yeah.
Like the posture that he had. Their band was great, by the way. I'm not trying to shit on this guy.
Yeah.
But he had like so much life and like so much energy behind the drum set. And then he stands up and he's like this. He's like,
"That's all I had for the week."
Yeah, I know.
He used it all up.
And
in
he's
that
all like
30-minute
hunched
set.
over and like, God, it was so good. They were great too.
Yeah, they were great.
And then we just left after Eat, even though there was another band.
Yeah. Well, we were all
both
tired.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We were all tired.
Something Eat did too. It must have been the lead singer or the lead, whatever. He like mimicked golfing. Do you remember this?
Yeah.
And that reminded me of in high school. You know how I pretend to dance because I'm uncomfortable dancing?
Yeah.
I'm being vulnerable in any way.
Which just is dancing, by the way. There's no pretending to dance.
Well, in my mind, I'm not really dancing.
You're like, what a funny joke this is.
Yeah. And related to that, I used to do, like, he did the golf thing. I used to do that. Like, I would just do sports moves on the dance floor because I was like, I know what to do. I would, like, dribble and shoot. Yeah. And I would do a volleyball thing where I'd put my arms down and like bump it. And then I'd do a set with my fingertips.
Those ones are your favorites.
Yeah. Yeah. I think because that one's really ambiguous. It does kind of look like a dance move.
It could be a dance move. Yeah. No, so totally. I love it when you see men love to do this. They're just waiting in line and like not doing anything. So they start like shadow boxing.
Oh, yeah.
When men do this, they're like,
oh, yeah.
Just like, I've dated so many men.
Look at my body going.
Yeah, I know.
You gotta look down when you do it too.
Yeah. And like I've dated men where it's just like we're hanging out in my room and they stand up and they start doing that shit. And I'm like, are you stimming? What the hell is going on? Why do you have to be shadow boxing right now? God.
I'm like shadow just playing the piano.
Yeah,
I'm just tapping my keys.
Yeah.
I guess that is a thing people do too.
Yeah, they're like,
they'll just start acting like they're a musician.
Yeah.
The shadow boxing reminded me of my first boyfriend's best friend. We would go to Denny's together.
Of course, this boyfriend.
Yeah.
Metal drummer who would drum on his chest.
We're trying to have a conversation. It was all this.
And you're like, I wish he would ask me about my day instead of sitting here eating toast and listening to him drum on his chest.
Yeah, but I loved it at the time. Anyway, his best friend would come to Denny's with us all the time.
Yeah.
And there were so many times his best friend was like getting buff. And I remember so many times like we were all trying to talk. Similar thing. He's in his own world.
Yeah.
But we're trying to talk and I just see him like subtly like flexing his chest and his biceps, like trying to have a conversation with us. But I see that going on.
Yeah.
And then he kind of was like looking down a little bit every so
I know. It must feel good.
Yeah.
You know what
now we can only do that in a Zoom call.
Yeah, I know.
I lift weights sometimes during my Zoom calls. And
really?
It feels weird.
Wait, when the camera's on?
Well, it's like if I'm only listening to like a talk or something.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah. Yeah. Speaking of,
I'm good at my job. I do my job.
Yes, she does. Can confirm. I'm her friend, and she cares most about her job more than anything in her entire life. This is so unrelated to anything, but the other day I was talking to Dave, and I was like, you know what must feel really good? Have you ever seen a video of a sheep getting sheared?
I have seen those.
Yeah, and they like peel the skin off the skin. They peel the wool off, and like they're all puffy, and then they get out of the wool, and then they run away all naked.
Oh, yeah.
Dude, that must feel so good.
Yeah, you're just fresh and new.
Yeah.
Man, what about like a lizard getting its layer peeled off fast?
It's like
Do you think they would like that?
Yeah.
Because
Like,
it's probably frustrating how slow it comes off. It's like it could feel good, but it takes so long, it's probably just annoying.
Yeah. And then you just have all this like extra skin flaking on you.
I'm going to see if there's a video like that. With a lizard getting its skin peeled off fast.
I showed you a video. I sent you a video once of a gecko molting, and it was eating the skin off of itself.
Yeah.
And it was like it looked like, you know when like burlesque dancers like will take their long opera glove off with their mouth?
Yeah.
That's what that lizard was doing. But then he was just eating his skin.
Yeah, man. I mean.
Must feel good.
You don't want to lose like all the good stuff in your body, like the protein.
You're thinking like the lizard's recycling it.
I think so.
Yeah, totally.
Like,
that makes sense.
I don't know. If I'm starving, do I eat my fingernails?
Yeah, of course.
You do, right?
Yeah. Well, that's why I drink my piss. I'm recycling. It's the greenest thing you could do.
This is what this hair's for. What is it? I'm a survivor. What are they called? The people who plan for the end of the world?
Oh, survivalists?
Survivalists.
Yeah. You just have super long hair in case you need to eat it.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
What else is going on?
Well, it was just Thanksgiving. We don't know when this is going to come out, but it was just Thanksgiving for us. And if you want to call in about
this will come out on Christmas. If you want to ask about
Thanksgiving, you should have asked a month ago.
You should have asked on the Halloween episode.
Yeah.
we gotta put that sketch in the Instagram.
I know.
It's so confusing.
But yeah, I went home for Thanksgiving, went back to Boston, drove Betty back. She threw up on the way there 3 times.
Yep.
And then did not eat it, but she did lay in it.
Okay.
So I had to fucking give her a bath at my brother's house because she was covered in puke.
She seemed okay just laying in it?
Well, I think, here's the thing. The first time she puked, no, she puked twice. Then I pulled over to get something to eat, and I went into the, you know those like little rest stop places?
Yeah.
I went into the rest stop place, and I got a Big Mac and a Big Coke. I love a Big Coke. I only drink soda, like actual soda, on road trips, like when I'm driving. And boy, oh boy, do I love a big fountain Coke. Oh,
I think we got one when we were.
Yeah.
And
dude.
It was, you specified fountain.
Yeah, I like, because I don't like it in a bottle or a can. It's too sweet. But if you have a lot of ice in there, it like
and it's more
waters
bubbly
it down.
from the fountain.
It's
too.
100% more carbonated.
Yeah.
So I pulled over to one of those rest stops. I went in to get something to eat, and then I went to McDonald's to get my food. And I was like, "Can I get like a lot of napkins?" And the lady was like, "Yeah, we'll give you napkins." And I was like, "Yeah, I just need like a lot of napkins because my dog." And then she like interrupted me and was like, "All right, that'll be $11.22." And I was like, "Okay." And so then I get the bag, like somebody drops off a bag on the counter, and then I pick it up. There's 2 napkins in there. So then I go to Dunkin' Donuts, and I'm like taking napkins out of the thing. And then I was like, "Sorry about this," to like the lady who was there. And she's like, "Oh, it's fine." I was like, "Yeah, my dog threw up." I was just telling everybody in the rest stop that my
really
dog
wanted
threw
someone
up
to acknowledge it.
Yeah, and I'm like,
you're like, look at me, ask me why I'm pulling these napkins.
Yeah, and I'm like,
out.
I'm getting a lot of napkins, not because I'm weird or anything. My dog puked in the car. Okay, I told everybody in the fucking rest stop that my dog puked. And then I scooped out her 2 pukes, but like, you know, it's napkins. You can't really do that much. And then
scoop with a cup, wipe with a napkin.
That's true, yeah. But I'm not gonna like stand in the parking lot for a really long time, like scrubbing it off the thing, because I'm just gonna like throw it in the washing machine when I get there.
Yeah.
But and then so there was like a little bit of puke in the back, and then she threw up again, and then it was so liquidy
Yeah.
that it was like sloshing around in the back. And then she had no choice but to lay in it.
Oh, when you told me this before, I kept thinking Dave was there. He didn't go.
No, Dave didn't go. No. It was just
But
me
like
and Debbie.
last time you told me, I imagined him there, and I was like, how is he putting up with this? Because
I know, 'cause
when I
you
was in the
hated it.
car, it was a lot less going on.
Yeah.
She just kept re-eating her own vomit.
Yeah.
And I just the smell and me imagining it was enough for me to like, I was like reeling.
Which it doesn't smell bad.
No, it smells like dog food.
It just smells like dog food, but you know what it is, which makes it gross.
Mm-hmm.
So she puked 3 times on the way there. And then on the way back, I was like, Owen, my brother, I was at his house. I was like, do you have any towels you want to throw out? And he's like, oh, yeah, sure. And I was like, yeah, I'm just going to put them in the back. So in case, like, she throws up, I could just take it out and throw it out at a rest stop.
Mm-hmm.
And then on the way back.
And then you're like, hey, ask me why I'm throwing out a towel.
Yeah, I know. I'm telling everybody. I go into the rest stop and I'm like, my dog puked in the car. And I'm like carrying a towel
Guess what
around.
this is?
There's a bunch of dog puke in here.
It's only gross because you know what it is.
Yeah, I'm not just carrying around a towel for no reason like a weirdo. My dog puked in here. And so then...
don't be alarmed. Don't be alarmed. It's like...
I need everybody to know that my dog puked in the car. But then I put 2 towels in the back where she usually pukes. And then she just cuddled up, rolled up in it, slept the entire time, didn't puke. So now I just have 2 gross towels.
Oh, yeah. Well, now you got your full towel set.
First of all... You don't need to
Alex trying to get her towel set going.
I have 2 towels now, guys. I have 2 towels. I don't have 1 towel anymore.
She got her first towel when we released this first episode as a little gift to herself.
Yeah.
You only let yourself have 2 towels.
I don't deserve more.
2 towels.
1 seltzer a day, 1 towel a day. That's it. But yeah, it was fun. It was good. And I went to... Oh, here's a stupid thing about Thanksgiving for me. I went to my dad's house, not for Thanksgiving, but like before Thanksgiving just to say hi and stuff. And I go into the bathroom, and I've sent you videos of this before. They have a guest bathroom and their bathroom. Their guest bathroom, I think, is a half bath. And when you sit down on the toilet, the door is like right next to your knee.
Mm-hmm.
And on the door in a little holder is a mechanical pencil.
Oh.
I assume for taking notes while you're shitting.
But
I don't know.
Is there a notepad?
No. There's a lot of books. I took a picture of a book that my dad had out. And it was, here we go. Praxis Tacticum is the name of it. And then the subtitle is The Art, Science, and Practice of Military Tactics.
Yeah,
So
it's my dad.
I can only assume my dad takes a shit and is reading a book about military tactics so hard that he has to take notes on it. My dad's preparing for the end of the world.
And starring. And,
Yeah.
Man, what is he writing in there?
I have no idea. I
How
should have
can you
opened
just
it.
write an offensive accent in the column?
I know.
I don't know how that works.
And then it's just like in parentheses, it's like does rabbit impression for too long. Oh God, how was your Thanksgiving?
My Thanksgiving was so fun. I went to Jill Wiener's house, apartment again. She has a great place. Bunch of comics. Steve Rogers, friend of the pod. Caitlin Palufo, Pat Burscher. Dwayne was there. Peter Wong.
Nice. Good hang.
It was a great hang.
Great hang. Did you guys do karaoke on the stairs again?
We did. Guess
course.
what I sung this
What
time?
did you sing?
You're not going to guess it.
What is it? Is it a Spice Girls song?
No.
Okay. That would be on brand for you, though.
Yeah.
I would guess that.
Roy Orbison, Crying.
I don't know that song.
You know that song?
No.
It's like, I was all right for a while. I was fine for a while. And then it's all about how he just cries uncontrollably. The whole song is like the chorus is like, crying, crying, crying. It's a really beautiful song, but as I was singing it, I was like, man, I'm just screaming, crying.
Dude, everybody
for like 4 minutes.
Everybody doing karaoke with you is like, should we talk to her after?
I know.
Is this a cry for help?
And I was
Because
singing,
this seems like a lot.
I was singing it so happily.
Mhm.
I remember how I felt.
Yeah,
and
yeah,
I
yeah.
thought about it a couple days later, and I was like, yeah, it looks like insane.
Yeah, I'm
Because I'm smiling so big, and I'm like, crying. It's like when I'm sad and I go to the mirror and I'm like, happy.
I know, it's the opposite of that.
Yeah.
Maybe next time you're sad, you should sing crying. It'll make you actually happy.
Oh, yeah. Maybe I've just been trying to replace. I'm trying to counteract when I
Yeah.
just need to add.
Yeah,
More.
yeah. It's like
Mhm.
reverse psychology.
Yeah.
You're like, oh, I think that singing crying will make me cry
Because
more.
then I'm making fun of myself.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And I will be happy about that.
The idea of you going into a mirror, like upset and crying and being like, crying, you fucking idiot, crying. Like making fun of yourself. Like you going into a mirror and being like, oh, what are you crying?
I'm just saying.
What are you crying now? Crying.
It's also like it makes me feel positive because I know what I'm doing.
Yeah, I know.
Like it's like the counting where I'm like, you're crying. There you go, crying. Yeah, I know what's up. Crying. Still crying, huh? You've been going for 10 minutes. We're on the same page.
Yeah. You point at your reflection and say you're on the same page. Oh, God. Oh, man.
Anyway, Thanksgiving was fun. We were all talking about whether we had ever shit our pants. You shit your pants before?
I've sharted.
Yes.
I've never full on shit my pants.
What's a shart mean to you? I think we had this conversation once.
It means like a shart isn't like a turd.
No.
A shart's like a skid mark.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Same. I've had a skid mark.
If I had like a full turd, even if it was one, even if it was like a little bunny rabbit turd,
Yeah.
I would say I shit my pants.
Same.
But like a shart is like,
It's just the color.
yeah.
That's what I kept saying at
A
Thanksgiving.
shart's a color. Crying.
Yeah, there's been a color.
Yeah. Oh, God.
It's like a crayon mark.
Yeah,
kinda.
exactly.
There's
yeah.
like no substance on it.
No, totally. Yeah,
it's
there's
just
no,
like, it's like a signature.
yeah. I always
Kinda.
think about like the difference between male and female skid marks.
Mm,
If you're wearing like women's underwear, it's so easy.
it's easy to get a skid.
Yeah, if you don't like wipe your ass
Mhm.
properly, you're gonna get a skid
Because they're
mark.
going way up there.
Yeah,
they're
yeah, yeah.
like designed to do
But
that.
for men to get a skid mark, they have to have like a turd in their pants. And like men talk about skid marks all the time.
Or they have to be sitting so hard.
Yeah. Or they have to be like taking their undies and then like hiking it up and giving themselves a wedgie in order to
Yeah.
get it. And
Or
like,
itching your butt through your undies.
Yeah.
And
I had a roommate once when I first moved to New York, and she was really annoying. And she was like, oh yeah, I get skid marks all the time. You can't help it. Everybody gets skid marks.
oh, you can
Everybody
help
always has skid marks. And I'm like, and I was like not that close with her, so I was like, yeah,
yeah, all
yeah,
the
I
time.
always have them. I always have skid marks. Yep, Alyssa, yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, you were talking about shitting at Thanksgiving dinner.
Yeah, we all tried to tell a I've shit myself story, but I
Yeah.
didn't have one.
Yeah.
This has happened before.
You should have told another poop story.
Well, I told them about the color thing. Like, it's
Yeah.
not like I haven't gotten close. And I told them a lot of times I've almost shit my pants. But the reason I brought this up is because Dwayne had just showed me this picture where he was like, here's a picture of me right after I shit my pants on like a family like hike or something. It's so funny. He like shit his pants and then they took a picture and he's just
Wait,
like,
fully shit?
it sounded like enough that he called it shit my pants.
Yeah.
Right?
Oh man.
And then they took a
Jeez.
family picture and he's smiling like, it's just so funny. He's like, that's the smile of a guy who just shit his pants. And he started, we were all doing shit pants stories.
Yeah.
So then he's like, oh, I got a picture. And I knew what he was saying because
Yeah,
I had
yeah,
just
yeah.
seen this like
Yeah, and
a couple
everybody
days before.
picture.
And everyone else was like, no, no. Caitlin was freaking out. She was like, what are you doing? You can't do this.
Everybody's eating.
He wasn't explaining why. he was able to show the picture. And I kept being like, no, it's good.
Great.
You're going to want to see this picture. It's okay. And she's like, what? She's like, I don't think so.
She's like, how are you on his side?
Yeah, and everyone was like allowing it to happen. And she was just like, she didn't make any sense to her.
That's so funny.
But then they all loved it. It's just
of course.
Just a picture of a man smiling, but he has shit in his pants. Yeah.
Hey, what's up, guys? No shit in these pants. Right?
Yeah.
Shitless pants Dwayne. God.
All right.
Should we get into... Connor, how long have we been recording?
30 minutes.
Oh, we should get into our postie.
Okay.
Unless you have other stuff to talk about.
I have another story, but it's too long to do all of it.
Well, write that
Did
shit down.
you say 30 minutes, Connor?
Yeah.
Okay, well, maybe after we do our post,
if
we'll have
time.
some stories. Let's do it. Post
Logistics
from an
of the
internet
bod.
user.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, this is short, too.
Oh,
We'll
cool.
see. We'll see how much we can riff on it, huh?
Oh, yeah. It's now you're challenging me to
Hey.
riff to this.
My challenge, too, as part of it, I lifted my mic high.
You were like, huh?
Like,
For what?
Yeah, like I'm doing like the puffy posture.
Yeah. I know. Oh, God. And you're already taller than me. You
The
don't need to be
crab
doing...
stands with good posture.
What?
Is that from like Jordan Peterson or
I have
something?
no idea.
Is that a crab? Or he talks about crabs or lobsters or something. Anyway.
Wait, one quick
You got to make
thing,
your bed and you got to have good posture.
and hate trans people. You got to do all that in order to be a good guy. But you were talking about how Dwayne's friend was doing like reading your tarot cards.
Oh, yeah.
And then you were like, there was one card who was holding a crab, and I guess the crab means emotions. You said the crab means emotions. When I think of emotions, I don't think of a fucking crab, dude.
Because I think it represents, is it Cancer? Is the crab?
Oh.
And they're like
yes.
emotional or something?
I'm a Cancer.
You are?
Yes, I fucking am.
Why did I think you were a Gemini?
Because my
Are you on the
birthday
border?
is in June, and usually June is Gemini, but it's at the end of June, so it's Cancer.
Oh.
Usually Cancer is July.
There it is. I'm
Yep.
always getting along with Cancer ladies.
I know,
But
yeah.
the men,
Dude, Cancer
difficult.
men, my ex-boyfriend.
Sorry, guys. Don't leave the pod.
Please don't leave.
Actually, you're probably the ones that are writing crazy stuff. So
Yeah. So
just
stay,
get out.
I guess.
You're probably the ones being like, you're making me feel like less of a man.
No, Cancer men
Because
are...
you're talking about bugs.
Yeah. Dude, crabs are just bugs of the sea. Crabs are just bugs. Dude, we fucking came full circle around to bugs again.
Yeah.
Oh, God. Bugs should be
I was
on the
trying to get
bingo
in
card.
there the whole pod. Did you notice I was distracted because I was trying to find a bug like
Yeah.
insert?
You were like, were there bugs on the pencil? Were there bugs on the pencil? Were there bugs in your dad's bathroom where he has the pencil in the book?
I have something to say about bugs.
Brittany's fucking chomping at the bit to talk about bugs the whole time. That's Brittany in every conversation. That's why everybody's like, Brittany's kind of weird. And I'm like, she just wants to talk about bugs.
I try and enter. I'm like, have you guys noticed we haven't talked about bugs for a while?
Yeah. You're like, but you're...
I'm just saying. I'm just saying. I don't even care or like them that much. I'm just like, I noticed that it's a pattern that
It
we
seems
didn't
like
talk
you
about
guys
for a
really
while.
want to talk about them.
Yeah.
It seems like everybody here would do better if we talked about bugs.
It feels like you guys are avoiding talking about bugs. When I'm the one who's just noticing you're avoiding talking about bugs.
Oh, now I'm the bad guy for bringing up bugs again.
Okay, we got to get into
Okay,
this.
yes, get into the post. We riffed about bugs for 45 minutes.
My boyfriend places sheets on all of the furniture when I'm on my period.
Brittany, that was so weird. Brittany just... There was like 30 seconds of radio silence. And then you're crying and you're like, my boyfriend places sheets on all the furniture. It was so
I was trying to decide if I should read the title or not.
Say,
and
am
then-
I the asshole?
Yeah, am I the asshole? My boyfriend places sheets on. It just sounds like I wasn't done like with our separate conversation.
Yeah, I know.
And I couldn't find a way to fit this in, just like with the bugs. So it sounded like I was just say it.
Just
You don't need a segue into this.
You're like, Hallie, I really need to talk to you.
Even though he shits his pants and takes pictures.
Shows everybody at Thanksgiving. Jesus Christ.
And then I have to be behind him like, yeah.
Yeah, good picture. Nice shit pants picture. You're such a supportive girlfriend.
I'm like, no, it's fine. He's just shitting his pants. Okay.
Let's get into the fucking post. My boyfriend shits his pants and shows everybody at Thanksgiving. Am I the asshole?
Woo, big cough. Okay. So, my 20 female, oh, she's female, boyfriend, 28 male, is really protective over...
20 and 28?
24, 28.
Oh, okay, never mind. Because I was about to be like 20 and 28.
That's a weird one.
I have a big age difference with basically everybody I've ever dated, but I've
you're
always
old
been
enough
25 and up. Yeah.
Yeah.
But 24, 28 is fine.
Yeah, that's fine. Is really protective over his furniture. I assume because they're white. At first, I thought they meant because his race is white.
He's
the
like,
furniture
she's
is
like,
white.
You know how white people love their furniture?
Yeah.
That is, I wonder if that's like a grandma thing to like put plastic on all the furniture, but I don't know if that like transcends race.
I also don't know if that transcends even time. Like, I feel like that's a previous grandma thing, but not a current grandma thing.
Yeah, like if a millennial became a grandmother,
they're not doing that.
Yeah.
No.
Totally. She probably doesn't even own, any grandmother who's a millennial probably doesn't even own her own couch.
Yeah.
We have, the economy's terrible.
The economy. I just saw Pat Bersher's clip. I know we got to get to this, but it was about...
Oh, yeah.
Did you see that today?
Yeah.
You got to check it out. He's so funny.
Pat Bersher's amazing.
Yeah.
If you
I
like
won't ruin
stand-up,
it. Just go watch it.
If you like stand-up, fucking watch his clips. They're incredible.
Yeah.
Anyway.
It's got a good bit about the economy right now. Okay, so I assume it's because the furniture is white. This really shows when I'm on my period. My boyfriend does humiliating things like placing sheets on all the chairs and lounges.
Oh, dude.
I feel like if I were to leak, I'd just leak through the sheets anyway. She's like me before I had my IUD and I was just like filling up a tampon in 30 minutes.
Yeah.
Man.
That should be on the bingo card.
Rough.
I feel like you've said that exact thing.
Because I was trying to get it on the bingo card. Yeah, got it.
Put it on the Johnny Dukes, put it on the bingo card. Brittany talking about how she'd fill up a tampon in half an hour.
Thank you. Two ladies drinking beer, talking about their periods. No thanks.
No, thank you. 2 4s talking about their periods.
A 4 can't have an opinion on her own period.
Yeah.
Okay. He makes me sleep in the guest bedroom on the first 2 days of my period.
What the hell?
Those are my heaviest days. And then he even asked me about when was the last time I changed my tampon. I'm a grown woman who has her period since the age of 12. I don't need somebody to remind me to change a tampon. When he does this, I just feel embarrassed and it gives me the vibe that he cares more about materialistic objects than me. I'm not even allowed to cuddle him during my period.
What the hell?
He's 28. That's like way too old to be
get over
doing
it.
any of this.
God.
He acts like I'm just gushing like a waterfall or something.
Or something.
I think waterfall is a good example.
Yeah.
I started my period yesterday and as expected, the sheets come out. Is he like tracking her too? Or he just sees a tampon wrapper in the...
Yeah, and he's like, I gotta cover all the furniture because I'm white.
Yeah. I decide to put my foot down. I take off all the sheets from the furniture, which got my boyfriend irritated, to which I told him he needs to stop treating me like a leaking juice box. She was thinking about that line for a while.
That's pretty good.
Yeah. He's saying that I have no right to prevent him from keeping his expensive furniture clean and that I'm the one acting like a jerk. You're bleeding all over, you jerk.
Has she ever had an issue before?
You're like wiping your vagina on my waist.
No, he acts like she's a dog with worms.
Yeah. Like she's just wiping her ass on the carpet. Yeah, like she's
dragging her ass everywhere. Yeah.
Well, no, you're not the asshole.
No.
What? That's so weird to ask.
I know. Like, okay, first of all, what I would do if I was this lady, I would not tell him. I'm assuming that she's saying that she got her period. I would not tell him that I had my period and then, like, not bleed on anything because I'm a fucking adult.
Yeah.
And then once my period's over, be like, hey, look, I had my period this entire week and you didn't even fucking know, dude.
Yeah.
So stop doing this shit to me.
Guess what? I handled it like I have been since I was 12, which is when I got my first period.
Yeah.
That was like emphasized.
I know, yeah.
Here.
I know. God. It's so nuts. I hate when men are disgusted by periods.
Yeah.
But there's also a new kind of man that I've noticed who are like proud to be way too cool about your period. Do you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Where they're like, oh yeah, that's so fine. Like I love fucking
prefer
girls.
it.
Yeah,
I prefer it. I don't prefer it.
Yeah, I don't like, here's the thing, dude. I'll fuck on my period, but I'm like, not like the first day when I'm gushing.
No.
I mean, I don't really have that anymore because I have an IUD, but
Same.
like, I'm like,
gone.
I'll just be all in my head about it. And then men are like,
it takes me 6 days to fill up a tampon, and that doesn't even happen. That's only if it was mathematical.
Oh my God.
Based. But
Gross.
what? Sorry. Now guys. Oh yeah.
Now guys are like, I'll eat you out. I'm like, fucking relax, dude.
Really trying to prove themselves.
Yeah, they're like, I'm a feminist. I'll eat you out. I'll paint my I'll paint my fingernails.
Don't care at all.
Yeah.
What? It's in my eyebrows. It's dripping down now. You think I should wipe it? No.
Yeah, I'm keeping it on my face so everybody knows how progressive I am. It's like, fucking relax, bro.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
You know, also, it's just a different colored liquid. Yes,
I know.
it's made up of different types of cells, but they're just cells that have a different color.
Yeah.
That you associate with blood from a wound.
Yeah.
It's not a wound.
I know.
It's just dispensing with it.
Dude, I hate when, one of my least favorite words for vagina is gash.
Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Oh, axe wound?
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
My little
that is,
woman
I think
bits.
that is why the blood puts people off, is because it feels like it hurts and it feels like it's like immune related.
Yeah.
But that's not.
If
really.
men see blood, their entire association with blood is like a wound or like something bad
Infection.
happening. Yeah, something like that. But like women like see blood all the time and they're just like, oh, I'm just having a cycle again.
Yeah.
Because Eve had to eat that fucking apple.
Yeah.
That's what it says in the Bible.
Right, dads?
Yeah. That's literally what it says in the Bible is like, well, I guess you ate that apple, so you're going to have pain in childbirth and you're going to get your period.
Yeah.
Which is so
I could have made it a lot easier on you.
Yeah.
I could have even just made the liquid clear.
Yeah.
Like the same stuff guys produce and are okay with.
Yeah, I know.
And then you wouldn't have these conversations. You wouldn't be posting on Reddit.
That's such a good...
We wouldn't even have Reddit.
That's such a good point. I'm supposed to be excited about your nut?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And then there's men who are like, periods, I can't touch you during that.
Yeah.
That's so
But
crazy.
then they're all excited about the possibility of squirting only because they think that's a nut.
Yeah.
Like, if you called a period a nut, if you convinced them of that somehow, they'd be like, yeah.
I know.
But they don't see it as a nut. So
No.
it's just like a gross substance.
I had to tell my 41-year-old boyfriend that when you squirt, you don't come.
No.
And he's like, what? And I'm like, yeah, dude, porn has poisoned all of us.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Sometimes it just happens.
Yeah, totally.
Um,
Anyway, you're not the asshole.
No. Wait, you should read the comments. I wonder if, because I have a lot of follow-up questions about this. Like, has she leaked on things before?
This commenter says, why? Question mark. No, it doesn't really.
And then it's like a picture of the guy with the question mark tattoo.
It's like a gif of him
I know.
drumming and showing his question mark.
Why?
No, but they did say not the asshole repeatedly in caps. That's what made me think of that. Somebody said, he's 28. I bet his mom wished she got her period instead of having him. Oh, roast battle.
Fucking skewered, dude. Skewered hard.
I mean, that is like the way someone who's much younger would react to this.
Totally.
Yeah, they're all saying you should have aborted your 28-year-old. Just out of curiosity, what's so good about his furniture that you're still with him? Something
well, it's
like
white. We've discussed this. God.
My mom wants to get a white couch after their dog dies. Olive.
Whoa.
And I'm like, you think it's I mean, she poops on the couch currently, but that's only because she's too old to move. So she shits on the couch.
No,
in her
Olive.
sleep.
Oh man.
But she's old and like everyone loves her, and it's all an accident, and it's like a tiny little piece.
Yeah. It's like it's a skid mark.
I think if it was a human doing it, we would consider it shitting her pants. It's big enough for that, but for a dog, it's like a skid mark. It's like she farted and a little bit of poop came out in the middle of the night.
If she was a human, it would be considered shitting her pants.
I said that like I thought a lot about it.
Yeah.
And like I've gotten that question before.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's a good ending.
Oh my god. If she was a human, it would be considered shitting
Actually,
her pants.
if she were human, it would be considered. But you're right. You got a point.
Yeah. She doesn't have pants on because she's a dog. But it would be shitting her pants if she was a human because there would be shit in there. A little turd.
And it's actually not considered a wedgie for a dog because their assholes are exposed.
I know. Ugh.
Completely.
Dude, what is it about pit bulls and their huge assholes? You know what? I was at my brother's house. My brother's dog is a pit mix, but she's like mixed with a bunch of other stuff. She looks like a deer, and I'm like, look at this dog's beautiful asshole.
Yeah.
And then Betty has a big sloppy asshole, and I'm like, what the hell?
Mm-hmm.
And I have to look at it all the time.
Yeah.
She steps all over me.
Were you the one showing me? Oh yeah, it was you. The like little stickers you can put on your dog's butt. For people who
it's
freak
like
out about it.
a little. It's like an ornament.
Yeah.
That you put over your dog's asshole.
Yeah. It's just drawing attention.
Yeah, I know.
It's like
It's just like being like, there's an asshole under here.
It's like when you know
it's
those
like wearing
bathing
pasties.
suits? Yeah.
Yeah.
Or those bathing suits that are like the tiniest triangles you can have.
Yeah.
It's just it's like, here's the asshole.
Yeah.
Here's exactly the perimeter of this asshole.
Yeah, I know.
It like shows you the too much detail by covering it almost.
Yeah, I
It's
know.
like-
Yeah, because then it's a
like
little
very
jewel.
specific.
Yeah, there's a little jewel on it.
Yeah,
and I'm like,
yeah.
that looks like that dog's wearing a butt plug.
Yeah.
What the hell? You have a butt plug in your dog.
It's like those trolls that you wish on.
Yeah.
But you have to rub the that's in their belly button.
Yeah.
And they're plastic and fake.
They're not real jewels.
Well, the whole troll is plastic. It's not like but
Oh.
you rub its belly button to get your wish.
Yeah, obviously it's
We're
fake.
cutting this out.
Obviously it's fake. It's a troll.
Yeah.
You're like, it's plastic and fake. And I'm like, the jewel? And you're like, the whole troll. And I'm like, yeah, dude, obviously. There isn't like a wish troll that's real.
The whole trolls wheel are fake, and the whole like world they live in that they try and sell in the packet, that's fake too.
Yeah.
Like I need everyone to know, like I'm finding it out.